Hi everyone, welcome back to our series. Hope you are doing good. In this video, we will look into Leetcode problem number 66, which is +1. So, what is this problem about? So, let us look into the statement of the problem. So, you are given a large integer represented as an integer array digits, where each digits of I is the ith digit of the integer, and the digits are ordered from most significant to least significant in left to right order. Okay, the large integer does not contain any leading zeros. Increment the large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. And they have given some examples here, and the constraints are given. So the length of the digits lies between 1 and 100, and also if you see the digits of I will be between 0 and 9, and digits does not contain any leading zeros. Okay, with this let us try to switch to the editor and try to understand the problem. Okay, so here what this problem states: we have given this particular digits array, right? And these are the individual digits. So 4, 3, 2 and 1. They are the individual digits. Now, if you take these individual digits and if you write it, it becomes 4321. Then after that, you need to add 1 to it and it will give you 4322, and you need to return 4, 3, 2, 2. So you need to return this particular array. Okay, so that is what this problem states. And assume if it is 99, then maybe 1 you can add, then it becomes 100. So you need to return 1, 0, 0. This is what is being expected. Hope this is pretty much clear, and it is very straightforward. It's a simple, easy level programming Leetcode. So with that, maybe what you can do, you can pause for a second and you can think for any possible solution, and then you can come back. Okay, with that, let us try to understand what is the expectation of the interviewer. So interviewer will be expecting you to solve this particular problem in O of n time complexity and O of 1 space complexity. As I mean, it should be very clear solution. That is what he will be expecting. So with that, let us try to look into the brute force solution for this one. So what is the extreme brute force, I mean, you can think of? So if this is the problem, then what I will do, I will simply take this digits array. Then what I will do, I will club them. So what I will do, I will club them. So if I club, what it will give us 4, 3, 2, 1. So for that, what we need to do, we need to use a string builder, so that we can append each of the numbers, or you can use simply join in JavaScript to get this particular string. So once you club them, you will get this particular string. Then what you need to do, you need to convert it into a big int number. So why big int? Because if you have seen, the length of this particular array is between 1 and 100. 1 and 100. That's why we need to handle the large input size here. That's why we will consider big int. Then if I do big int of this particular string 4321, it will give us proper 4321 integer number. Then to it I will add 1. Then what I will get? I will get 4322. So this is a big int number. Now what I will do, I will convert it into string. I will convert this back to string. So if that is the case, I will get something like this, 4322. Then what I will do, I will iterate over each digit and I will add the value into the array. So I will take the first value, I will add it here. I will convert it before putting it into the array. I will convert it into a int value. then I will add it into the array, then 3, then 2, then 2, and I will simply return this particular array. Okay, so this is what is the extreme naive solution. If you see what is the time complexity and space complexity, so once what you do, first you will convert it into a string, so which might take, so I will write here convert to string, it's a combined one, it will take order n. Okay, then what is the next thing we are doing? We are converting it into big int number, maybe it is of order 1, so we will ignore that. Then we will add it, this is a maths operation, so it will take order of 1 time complexity, then we will ignore that as well. Then when you come here again, it is taking, again it's a conversion, so maybe it will take order of 1 time complexity, but after this we need to iterate over and append back to the result array, so which takes order of n. So totally time complexity will be somewhere order of 2n. Okay, so what is space complexity? What is space complexity? If you see, we are taking this extra space, correct, right? So it is of order n. It is of order n. So in worst case, we use, not in worst case, I mean we use this particular extra space which is of order n. Okay, so here interviewer will not be happy with this particular solution, so he wants us to improve this solution. So what is the other possible way? Why? Because he is, we are using some extra space here, right? That is what he is not expecting. So he expects us to use order of 1 space complexity, and time complexity can be order n. Okay, so how to do that? So again, I will take this particular array 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have 4, 3, 2, 1, this array with us. Okay, now let us use our normal mathematical operation, like how we do the addition. So what we do, if we take this number, we will simply add 1 to it. Then what we do, it becomes 2, 2 remains as it is, 3 and 4. Okay, now let us take one special example where let us assume we have 999. Okay, for this what we do, we will add 1 to it. Now if I do 9 plus 1, 10, so 0 here and 1 carry. Okay, 9 plus 1, again it is 10, 0 here, 1 carry. Then 9 plus 1, 10, so quotient 0 here and 1 carry. So there is nothing here, so what I will do, I will retain 1 at the end. So now if you see, the original array is of length 3. Original array is of length 3, but the resultant array is of length 4. So this is a special scenario which we need to handle properly. So how do we do? Now what I will do, I will take a carry. Okay, initially let it be 1, then I will take another variable sum. Okay, then what I will do, I will start from the last number in the array, so which is 1, then I'll add the carry to it. Carry will be 1, so the total number is 2. Okay, now if you see, this is not greater than 10. So if that is the case, simply what we can do, we can remove this number and we can append this. If that is the case, if you try to divide this number by 10, you will get 0 as the carry, right? It is not exceeding more than 10. So if that is the case, I will have to update my carry to 0. So whenever my carry becomes 0, I will simply return my entire array back as the answer. So this is pretty much straightforward. This is a straightforward example. But in special case, what you do, let us take the 999 example. Okay, let us take the carry equal to 1. Then let us start the sum. Now 9 plus 1 equal to 10. If it is 10, now 10 divided by 10, I will check 10 divided by 10, I will check for remainder and carry. So remainder will be 0 and carry will be 1 here. Carry will be 1 here. Okay, so I will use this carry and I'll update this. Anyhow, it is already 1, so I don't need to do anything. But this is 0, so I'll take this 0 and I'll append, I'll add it, I'll replace this particular value. This is the last number. Now I'll move to the next one. Again 9, same story. So same thing, carry will still be 1 and I will change this to 0. Now I'll move to the next number. Okay, so if you see here, again the same story, again 0, my carry will still be 1, but I am done with my array. So if this is the case, at the end we need to check if the carry is 1. We need to check if carry is 1. If that is the case, what we need to do, we need to append 1 to it. So that way we get 1 0 0 0. So this is what we are expecting, correct, right? So this is what we need to return. So if that is the case, at last you check for carry. If it is 1, then you simply append 1 to this particular array. Okay, let's write the pseudocode for that. So we have digits array, correct, right? Now what I will do, n equal to digits dot length. Okay, now what I will do, I will use a for loop for I equal to n minus 1, because I need to start from the last number. So since it is 0 based indexing, we need to start it with n minus 1, and I greater than or equal to 0. I need to process until the first element, then I minus minus. Okay, now what I will do, initially before this, I will also take this carry. I'll assign this with 1. Okay, now what I will do, I will say sum equal to carry plus digits of I. So this will give us the sum. Now what I will do, I will say digits of I equal to, because I need to replace the value with the whatever the quotient after dividing by 10. So now what I will do, it will be sum modulo 10. Why modulo? It will give us the divided value, right? If it is 3 modulo 10, then it will give us 3 itself, correct, right? And if it is 13 divided modulo 10 will give us 3, correct? If it is 10 modulo 10, we will get 0. Correct, right? So we are dealing with this case and this case here, correct, right? This won't appear for us. So if that is the case, I will replace my digits of I with sum modulo 10. Next, what I will do, I will have to update my carry, correct, right? So carry equal to sum divided by 10, but I need to take the floor value. Next, after this, what I will do, I will check if my carry is equivalent to 0, then I will simply return digits. Okay, because this is the first case where not all the numbers are 9s. This is the first case. Okay, this will return. If this is not the case, if all the numbers are 9 at the end, this statement won't execute. In that case, we will come out of this particular for loop. Then what we need to do, we need to append 1 at the beginning. 1 at the beginning. We will see in the code how we can append this. So in JavaScript, you have array dot unshift, then you can pass 1. This will append 1 at the beginning. In Java, it is a little bit different because we cannot really alter the original size of the array. So what we need to do, we need to simply create the new array with n plus 1 elements, and we will have to add 1 at the beginning. So we will see that in the code. So append 1 at the beginning, then simply return our digits. Okay, so if you see, this is pretty much clear. We are using the maths way of adding number here at the end, and we iterated over the array. And then we did this modification to the digits array. Okay, so if you now see, what is the time complexity? Time complexity is of order n, because with one iteration we are doing all these things. And what is the space complexity? Space complexity of order 1, because we are not using anything extra here. Okay, we are not using anything extra. So with that, let us try to execute this and see. Okay, so let's say const n equal to digits dot length. This will give us the length of the array. Then let's take carry equal to 1. Okay, now let us use for loop. Let I equal to 0, I should start from n minus 1 because we need to process from the last element. Then I greater than or equal to 0, then I minus minus. Okay, now what I will do, I will say constant sum equal to digits of I, then carry. Okay, we will get the sum. Now what we will do, digits of I, we will replace it with whatever the quotient we get. So that is nothing but sum mod n. Okay, then after that we will update our carry with sum divided by 10, but we will have to floor this value. So I will say math dot floor of sum divided by 10. Okay, now what I will do, I will check if my carry is equivalent to 0, then I will simply return my digits. Why? This is a normal number. Normal number means which does not contain all the 9s. If this is not the case, it will complete the for loop. It comes out of the for loop. Then what we need to do, we need to append 1 at the beginning. So let us append that. Digits dot unshift. Unshift will append the number at the beginning of the array. Then simply return digits. Okay. With this, let us run this code. It is accepted, and let's submit. Okay, so this solution got accepted. Now let's switch to the editor. So this is the most optimal solution, right? Yes, it is. But is there any cleaner way of writing this particular code? Maybe yes. Let us try that. So here what we are doing these extra operations, right? I mean, we are trying to use the modulo operation, and also we are trying to use the division operation. But is it really required? Because why I'm telling is, if you see, if number is 9, assume only one number. If we add 1 to it, for sure it becomes 10. It means 1 will be carry forwarded and we can replace 9 with 0. Correct, right? So observe this again. If this is 9, let's simply replace this with 0. Okay. If this is not 9, then we will simply increment it, because we won't get any carry in that case. So if it is 0 to 8, then we can simply increase it, right? Anyhow, we will get only single digit number. So in that case, we will simply increment this particular value in the array. If it is 9, we will replace that with 0. We will replace that with 0. Now, if you see, let us take this example 189 maybe. So if you see, I will again start processing from the end. This is 9. If this is 9, I will simply put 0 here. Okay. Next, I will go to the next number. This is not 9. This is less than 9. So if that is the case, I'll increment it to 9 and stop here, because we don't need to proceed to the next number, right? So if it is 9, then only we will move, else we will not move to the next digit. Okay, let us try that. So let us use a for loop for I equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, not plus plus, it is minus minus. Okay, we will start from the last digit. Why from the last digit? It is clearly mentioned in the problem statement, right? I mean, the digits will be in their proper order from maximum priority value to the minimum priority value. Okay, so now what I will do, I will check if digits of I, if it is less than 9, what I will do, I will simply increment that value, then I'll return from there. I'll return from there. Why? Because all the numbers are not 9 in this case. If that is not the case, simply say digits of I equal to 0. Okay. Now when this will come out of the for loop, if this comes out of the for loop, it means all the numbers are 9s. All the numbers are 9s. Okay. If that is not the case, for sure this will exit from this particular block itself. Okay, that we have seen, right? So if it is 189, if it is 9, it will replace it with 0. If it is 8, then it will increment. So that's what we are doing here. It becomes 9 and simply we will return from there. So this is our original array. Since we are replacing in the original array, then we modified till here, then we exited from the loop. If that is not the case, in case of 9 nines, it got replaced with 0, this is replaced with 0, this is replaced with 0. So nowhere, I mean, we executed this statement. If that is the case, all the numbers are 9s. If that is the case, all the numbers are 9s. So what we need to do at the end, we need to append 1. So again, we will use this logic, append 1 at the beginning, append 1 at the beginning, then return our digits. Okay, so this is pretty much cleaner. We don't need to do any math here. Okay, so let us try to execute this. So I will comment out this part. we have this constant n. Let's retain that. For let I equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Then what we will do, if digits of I, if it is less than 9, then we will simply say digits of I plus plus. This will increment the number at ith index, then return from there. Return from there by returning the original digits. If that is not the case, if we come out of the for loop without executing this statement, so before that we will also need, if this is 9, then digits of I, we will replace that with 0. Then at the end, what we will do, we will append 1 at the beginning. So unshift of 1. So this will append 1 at the beginning, then return digits. Okay, so let us try to run this. Okay, it is accepted, and if you submit, it gets submitted. Okay, so this is the most cleaner way of implementing this particular solution. So with this solution, interviewer will be very happy with whatever the solution you provided. With that, hope you liked the explanation. If that is the case, please consider subscribing to my channel, and also like this video, share this with your friends. And also, if you have any queries, any feedback, you can add that as a comment in the video. Okay, thanks for watching the video.